It's a tough loss. That hurts a lot. I'm proud of our team. I'm proud of the way they prepared and how hard they came out and competed. Uh, we got ahead of them. We had our opportunities. You got to give Florida State a lot of credit for them being able to make plays when the pressure was on. They ran the ball. They made some really good throws and catches, and I liked the way we came back and went down and scored to take the lead back. But when we got the ball there with 5 minutes left, I thought we could drive it and finish the game, and when we weren't able to do that, hurt ourselves with a penalty. And it's a good football game. We just came up a little bit short.
Can you tell us what happened or what you think happened after the 21-0 lead? What they just started making better plays?
I mean, they're a good football team. They made plays. They got some guys open. Their quarterback made some really good throws. He made some really good throws while he was being pressured. We missed a few. We missed some tackles. And that allowed him to get a few big plays. We left a couple guys open, and you can't do that against a quarterback like that because he has great vision and a quick release. But he made a couple throws that there's not a lot of guys in the country can make those throws.
Bobby, you got a receiver with 200 yards, a running back with over 100, and a quarterback that threw for 330. That ought to be a win, shouldn't it?
Well, no, it's a game of big offense now, so we needed to score more points. I wish we would have scored the first time down there. Always second guess yourself when should you take the field goal, should you be aggressive, go for the touchdown. We kind of made the decision going into the game that we were going to really be aggressive and felt like we had to take our opportunities, take our shots down the field. We opened up with the real deep throw, but unfortunately we didn't score when we got down there, and that come back and really hurt us. But at halftime I felt good when you looked at what we were doing running the ball, what we were doing throwing it, what we were doing holding them. But they're real explosive, and they made a lot of plays.
Part of the game, but the injuries seem to just keep piling up defensively too. You guys and get them back. Where does that stand? I know you don't immediately know, but how big a part is that?
Yeah, I mean, it always hurts you when you get guys that go down and that are nicked up a little bit. But going into the game, I felt like we were pretty healthy. Lorenzo probably wasn't 100%, but he got himself in a position where he could really play and compete, and he's such a good player that he was able to go out there and be real effective. But it does hurt you when you got guys dropping.
You talked about finishing game, and you had that chance at that last drive that you talked about. I guess you go back. What do you need to do, I guess, to develop that finish or that opportunity?
Yeah, I think it's to be able to be a little more powerful running the ball. Will saw something and made a check, and we ended up jumping and hurting ourselves. It's hard to do that when you get the penalty there. It's a situation where we still are working to get better. I think we made improvement from the last time out offensively, but not enough. Not when you get playing a game like that and a team like that's that explosive. We just couldn't score enough points to win the game.
Must be improvement of Will since that last game and the win, but I feel like he took a step into his best game.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he, made some really good throws out there. He's starting to feel more comfortable in the pocket and using the time that he has. So he took some strides forward and threw some balls down the field that were real effective, but we still missed some too. It's the consistency. We just have to continue to try to work on being more consistent when we run the football and when we throw it.
What made Mike Dyer so effective in the first half, and what changed second half?
Yeah, we were running the ball right at him in the first half, and we were able to run some lead plays, and they have some smaller inside linebackers. I thought we did a real good job of it. They made some adjustments by moving their front and jamming holes, and we weren't able to knock them off the ball and get the ball outside. So it was kind of a back and forth game. Then we took the one drive and went down and scored and ran the ball real well in that drive. But it was a situation where I thought we got them early with our lead plays, and then they made adjustments, and then you have to counter with something else.
You talked a lot earlier this season about
Well, yeah, it had hurt a lot. You know, they have two real big runs that, you know, it's a really good running back, but we had chances to make tackles, so we had some missed tackles. We had a few errors in our gap responsibility. We had a couple busted coverages where he took advantage of them. You know, he's got great vision and he sees things and, you know, hit a perfect strike on one touchdown. And then, you know, the last touchdown, or I don't know if it was the last one, but the one that ricocheted off, I really thought it was an interception. I didn't even know the guy caught the ball and he ran it in the end zone. So it's just, you know, you're playing a team that's real explosive. There's a reason why they were the national champions last year, you know, and you got to give them credit for coming back. And, you know, at halftime we knew that they've been a team that's been good in the second half, but we weren't able to stop them.
How much, just from a momentum standpoint, early in the third quarter when you intercepted the ball and then fumbled, do you think that was significant from a momentum standpoint?
Well, I think if he would have stayed running down the sideline like he's supposed to, it might have been put us in a position to get points immediately on the board. But when you look at it, that's the drive we stopped him on fourth down, you know, and held him on fourth down. So it wasn't like it gave them any points, but it might have been able. And what you try to do, and you work on it all the time, is when you intercept a ball, you get to the near sideline and run down the near sideline. So we should have got that done.
What about the atmosphere on Thursday night?
That was awesome, you know, the whole deal, the card march and, you know, the crowd and, you know, everybody into the game. It was really a special atmosphere. I'm disappointed we couldn't come up with the win.
Was there a common thread to the 1 out of 11 on third downs? Anything that stood out?
We didn't execute well, you know, we didn't execute well. We had some chances. They made some good tight coverage plays, you know. But we had some chances too. We missed a couple throws when the guy was open. But that's really, when you look at offensively, that's the one area that really killed us, was the third downs.
Devontae Parker over 200 yards in the loss. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, he's a great football player. It's, you know, he's so explosive and does such a great job of competing, catching the ball, running after the catch. You know, he really helps our offense.
Physical's a big, obviously big effort. A lot went into preparation. You guys did a good job. Now, you have to turn around again. What's the big priority, I guess, now as you try and bounce back?
Yeah, that's the challenge, you know. The challenge is to be able to come back from it. We got to go on the road and play a tough game on the road. Our players will get a couple days off because we're playing on a Thursday night. We'll bring them back Sunday and then try to have a normal week. But they did put a lot into this, you know, and practices were really good. Focus was really good. Now we have to rely on, you know, that our leadership will help us get ready and go win our next game.
All right, Coach.
Thank you.